Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Hey, it's been a long time. Okay, when was the last time we were on this screen? Okay, anyone remember the screen with no graphics, no player faces? It's just me. Oh my goodness. You never use me, George. You never use me. I'm gonna ruin your Nah. But seriously though, Tanguy Kouassi's back from his injury, but there's a weird thing. Let me ask, do you want the good news first or the bad news? Because I'll deliver both. There is a big amount of good news, but then there's also a big amount of bad news, and I don't know how to interpret it. So make sure you tell me. Bad news first. Tanguy Kouassi's not in the Champions League squad. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't get it. It's very confusing. So Kouassi's not in the Champions League squad, but he's back from injury. He's training, and that's absolutely sensational. That means that he can get fit for this. I mean, after an international break, I feel like that's a whole season, right? I feel like an international break is just a bunch of friendly tournaments. It's just a bunch of friendly games. And then when you come back from an international break, you pretty much, you had a nice preseason. Now it's really your season start. The weird thing is, we'll be like, oh, October 15th, yes, the international break is gone. Then 15 days later, there's another one. My goodness, there's 2 international breaks in a row. Screw my life. I hate this year. Seriously, why are there so many international breaks? I don't want to see Bayern stop. It's weird because I was like complaining, we're playing every 2 days, every 3 days. It's too much. Our players are getting too tired. And now I feel bad. Bring the 3 days back. Let's play every 1 day. Let's play every day. Seriously though, I mean, I don't like the international break. I think the Nations League is pretty damn useless. But I guess it is what it is. Yesterday was pretty fascinating because Lothar Matthäus hitting out a Yauschem Low, Germany, in a very low morale state right now. Who cares? So yeah, that's it. The group stage. I mean, is the group stage not pretty much probably the most important part of the Champions League? If you don't get past the group stages, I don't think you can be in the knockout round. Yeah, but the group stages, I guess you can update the squad in January. Well, at the end of January, both the Bundesliga and the Champions League squad. The thing is with the quota that UEFA implemented a while back is that you have to have a certain amount of players that are considered homegrown. So I guess Davies would be considered homegrown. I don't know the criterion for that. Maybe because Davies came in at such a young age. I don't know. And then he grew up in our academy. He didn't really grow up here. We bought Davies. Let's be honest. He's not an academy player. I guess, would Kimmich be considered homegrown? We took him out. He never played Bundesliga football in his life. Got him from Stuttgart and he came here. Not Stuttgart, Leipzig, and he came here. Is Kimmich considered homegrown? I don't know. I'm actually really confused. So, what's a homegrown player and what's not? Is that a German player? Well, that wouldn't be the case because Alaba's considered homegrown. Well, yeah, because he is 15 years old. He's been here since he was 15. Yeah, so I don't get it. UEFA and their, corrupt criterion trying to keep our squad from having Tanguy Kouassi. Homegrown means 3 years in academy before turning 21. See, that's where you should have just said it right there. You should have said it then and there. Yeah, so Davies is considered homegrown, right? Because he's been here for 3 years. Well, not in our academy, but I'd consider Davies homegrown. Yeah, I'd consider him homegrown. So is Musiala considered homegrown? Hey, I need to stop saying homegrown, but it just sounds nice. Seriously, though, I don't know. So that's why Kouassi could potentially be out of the squad. But then it can't be about his injury, right? Because Tillman, everyone's saying he tore his ACL. So why is he in the squad, but Musiala's, but Kouassi's not. Nianzou Kouassi's not. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, Robbie. I'm tired, Robbie. Make it make sense. I'm serious. I don't get it. I think it's weird. Hopefully, wait. Can you still update it? Well, why do we have Choupo-Moting in the squad and Zirkzee, but we don't have Kouassi? I think we need Kouassi. Bring Tanguy Kouassi in. Paris Saint-Germain's greatest ever defender. Bring him in. Tillman is homegrown. Yeah, but he's injured. That just sounded stupid what I just said, didn't it? It just sounded really dumb. Okay, yeah, I guess you can add him. But why not take him out and put Kouassi in? So I don't know. This squad thing is really weird. So I think we're the only club right now with that problem, I'm just the only one that knows. It's simple: Lucas, Sule, Alaba, Boateng. Yeah, until Alaba's injured, and then Nicolas Sule picks an injury a week after. And then Lucas Hernandez decides, I one up you, and he picks up an ACL. You know that would happen at Bayern, man. The only reason Alaba's at center back is because both our center backs decided to simultaneously get injured in the same. I think Lucas got injured against Olympiacos, and Nicolas Sule got injured like a week before that. So it was really complicated. Alaba moved to center back. We had to makeshift Davies at left back. It was weird. It was weird. Then Hansi flickering, my lights flickering, came in. I think that was, you know our club's like, you should know our club better than anyone. Things like that happen. Kouassi can be a ball-playing center. All our center backs could play ball. There's no such thing as a ball-playing center back at Bayern. If you can't pass the ball or play the ball at Bayern, you don't play here. There are center backs that we would never buy. We wouldn't buy a center back that can't pass. We need passing. We need it. I mean, we have like 65% possession. What's the point of buying a center back that can't play? Boateng can play. Hummels just sat there and could pretty much pass to anyone across the pitch. Alaba definitely can pass and play ball. Every single one of our center backs is a ball-playing center back. Why is there this misconception in modern-day football that one center back has to be crap at playing ball and really good at defending, and the other one has to be really good at playing ball and they have to cover each other? Look at Man United, for example. You got a big, fat, tall fridge, Harry Maguire, and then you're supposed to have someone else that's faster. No, both your center backs should be really good. Zule's reactions are too slow. Well, I'm deleting your comment. Lucas plus Zule's crap combination of center backs. Well, I also deleted that comment. No Nicolas Sule or Lucas Hernandez. That's disgraceful. Why would you say that? I'm a dictator. I'm turning into a This channel is not, free market or free speech. We don't do the First Amendment here, okay? You say something against Nicolas Sule, you get deleted. That's my rule. No, you can't be disrespecting Nicolas Sule like that. I think he's so amazing. People don't understand. He's so big, but he's so fast. I think Alaba, remember in the Champions League final? I feel like if Nicolas Sule didn't come in for Boateng, which was an unfortunate injury to Jerome Boateng, look at the way Boateng got injured. Let's look at that. Boateng got injured because his body wasn't thinking as fast as his mind. He went up to try and challenge Mbappe, or was it Neymar? And then he got flicked on, man. Hansi Flick. The ball just flicked past him, and then he got injured because he couldn't commit. But Nicolas Sule had the exact same situation about 30 seconds into actually being on the pitch, and he actually just won the ball. That's the difference. So I think Nicolas Sule is our best natural center back. Actually, he's not a natural center back. He actually started as a striker, but he's our best natural center. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's our best center back partnership right there. Nicolas Sule is absolutely fascinating. He's Germany's best center back. You can't debate it. If you can debate it, you're deluded. If you think anyone else is better than Nicolas Sule for Germany, then you're deluded. I think that's just what it is. I don't know what to tell you. You need to get cured. Coronavirus, you need a cure. We need a vaccine for you. Because Nicolas Sule is fascinating. He's amazing. I need to buy a shirt. I'm going to put you know what? I just decided upon myself. I'll buy a Nicolas Sule shirt. And I'll frame it, put it. I'll move houses. I'll move houses and I'll have Sule shirts everywhere. You can't be disrespecting Nicolas Sule like that. There's no way. And then, of course, you have Tanguy Kouassi, who could play in that center back. Well, he will. I don't think he'll be a midfielder. I mean, we always like talking about, in my head, I kind of wanted that. I'm not going to lie. There was a point in a period of time where I was like, I think it was when Muller wasn't playing well. This was when we were linked to Roca. So I was like, we can get a lone CDM and play a 4-3-3. Because at the time, we kept trying this 4-3-3. Under Kovac, it never worked. The 4-3-3 never worked under Niko Kovac. Not once did that 4-3-3 work. So I thought to myself, oh, let's play a 4-3-3 and then bring Rocket into the lone DM position. That was the criterion for me. I wanted him in the lone DM position. And then I knew he wasn't that polished defensively. And I really wanted him because he could move the ball, do all that, and then let Thiago be the defensive number 8 and let Goretzka be the box-to-box, a.k.a. the offensive number 8. I thought that was what we were going to do. And then Muller would get sold because at the time, Thomas Muller wasn't playing his best football. And then eventually, everything switched. Hansi Flick came in. Everyone just decided to go to God mode and just, my goodness, everyone just turned up in the form table. It went from loss to win. Mönchengladbach, Leverkusen, loss, win, draw, Leipzig, win. Hoffenheim, loss, win. Okay, seriously, our form changed and everyone started playing. Muller broke the assist record. So I guess, in a way, Tanguy Kouassi can't play that CDM position because we're not playing with a lone DM. He would work as a lone DM because he would just be there to break up play and let the other two midfielders play ball. But I think our 4-2-3-1 is perfect. So I meant the chemistry between Sule and Hernandez is crap. They have amazing chemistry. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, remember the Olympia? I'm deleting that again. Remember, seriously, no, but I get what you're trying to say, but it's wrong. I get what you're trying to say, but you're wrong. Niklas Sule and Lucas Hernandez have an outstanding understanding. I don't think you realized, okay? Against Dortmund, Sule didn't look too sharp. I think Niklas Sule needs to play every 3 days, like starting. I don't want him on the bench. He doesn't need rest. You need to just have him intensely going. I get it. He's back from an ACL. We gotta wait, okay? A knee injury. It's very dangerous. We gotta wait. But the thing with Niklas Sule is, I think he's still working his way into getting. I mean, remember when Niklas Sule against Dortmund, ironically, came on 2 seasons ago, and he pretty much saved us. We lost the game, granted, but he saved us, and that was because Boateng and Hummels were actually genuinely crap. Sule last 2 seasons ago was our best defender. He was absolutely outstanding. Watch him against Liverpool. My man was absolutely all over the place. Him and Hummels, he covered Hummels for pace a lot of the times because they'd get him behind us. He'd always be there. His pace and recovery was absolutely fascinating to watch. So that's the thing with Sule. You need to give him time to get back into his form. Right now, he's still just perfect. He's still amazing. But the thing is, like people are saying, he might not read something as quick as he should because he's still trying to get back into that rhythm. He did great, absolutely fascinating against Chelsea when he came on, against PSG when he came on, and Barcelona. Every time he came on in those games, our defense looked more composed. I mean, people are looking at our defense now. Boateng and Alaba have never worked. They never did. I think a lot of the times, now that teams can soak up our attacks a little bit more and a little bit better, before teams couldn't handle our movement, they would get dragged all over the place. Teams are starting to almost in a way figure out what we're trying to do on the ball, how we're trying to move. They aren't going to figure it out, by the way, but they're trying. They're getting better at it. They're getting better at playing Bayern. Right? When you get spanked 5-0, you kind of have to learn a lesson. So teams are pretty much trying to get themselves to be patient. That's what Hoffenheim did. They soaked up our attacks. They knew we had no Lewandowski on the pitch. They soaked up our attacks. And then when they had their chances, they were patient and they built up. Who is screaming in the back? What a disrespectful question. Do you not think I could duplicate myself and scream at the... Nah, seriously. it's my niece. Pavard is very good defensively, though. We should play Bonassar over Pavard. Yes, I agree with that. No, Chris Richards. I think he's not playing well. I'm excited to watch Roca play. We finally got flair. The thing with Roca is, oh my goodness. First of all, I think he's a big game performer. This guy's opening up Real Madrid's defenses. Oh my goodness. He turns up, okay? He turns up when you call upon him. I can't wait to see what he does against, because he will play. He will start certain games. He will be there. And that's the most important thing. Kimmich right now will be absolutely excited. I think Kimmich is one of those players that wants to play every second and needs to play. But the thing is, you can't do that. If Kimmich is tired, you have to make sure he's rested. He shouldn't. Yeah, he's a captain in the sense that he wants to play every second, but we can't be risking you, Yosh. We can't. Okay, we're already a hospital. We don't need more patients. Okay, we're helping out COVID patients. We don't need more patients in our hospital. We're overflowing with patients. I'm glad Kouassi's back too. Sane needs to get back. That would have been 2 weeks after the international break, and then there'll be an extra week. But then Sane's missing the first game versus Atletico and the Salzburg game. We're playing Salzburg and then Atletico. That's going to be a crazy, crazy fixture list. You're thinking about the types of teams we'll be playing within that time frame. We'll be playing Gladbach, and I'm happy we have depth. It's not what we all want. I don't think any of us were sitting here slobbering over getting Choupo-Moting. I don't think I was, at least. Eric Maximum, this brother has 50 billion names. Maximum, all these types of names. He had a German name, a Cameroonian name. He has a Nigerian name. He has a German name, a French name. He has all sorts of names, man. And then you have Bonassar. I don't think we were all looking at him. Bonassar's coming to Bayern. Big Boner's coming to Bayern. We're so excited to see Big Boner play. I don't think we were all looking at it like that. And I don't think we were overly... I don't think... Exactly. None of us knew we were signing the players we were. And I'm just happy we did. I'm very happy we did. Because now, at least if we lose a game or something happens, we can't blame it on tiredness and having a small squad. I think that's the best thing. That's the only positive for me right now in terms of buying Douglas. Of course, Thiago ready to danta. Okay, well, of course, we got him, but apparently he's planned with the second. You know what? He'll play one game with the second team, then he'll be in the first team on the bench, and he'll get in 10 minutes and control the tempo. Watch it happen. I can't wait for it. I'm excited for Mamin Sanyang. I think he's the next Davies, but a right back. Why is everyone the next this? Why can't they just be the next themselves? Yeah. But George, you said Thiago Dantas is the next Thiago Alcantara. I can never be wrong. Bayern have so many promising talent. We always have promising talents, but not all of them will make it at Bayern. I don't look too much at our academy. I think our Bayern, the campus, I think it's a comfort zone sometimes. I get that the sentimentalism behind it, right? There's a little bridge that you walk from a campus, and the players walk there every day, and the Allianz is 5 miles away. I think it makes you feel like, that's where I want to be. I don't want to be here in this campus. I want to work my way into the Allianz Arena. But if I'm being honest, I feel like, I don't think, I just don't know about our campus, right? Who has our campus produced in the last... It was built in 2015 or 17. Who has our campus actually produced? We got Musiala from Chelsea a year ago, I think, or two. That's what I want to know. So hopefully in the next 3 years, we see a kid from the Bayern campus actually make it at Bayern. That's important for me, because we keep looking at it and we're this kid, this academy kid, he's so talented. And I feel like Zirkzee, for example, you would think some of the things we're seeing in Zirkzee's game, in terms of his development, he would have developed a lot quicker because of our campus. And I'm not seeing it. Chris Richards, hopefully he succeeds. But then again, 2 years ago, he was playing for FC Dallas. So these are things that I want to really genuinely know, because I want to see what, Tobin Ryan, that's someone we could look at. Taylor Booth is also, he came here when he was like 15 or something like that. Something like that. We need to see these kids end up being first teamers for Bayern at some point for me to go, yeah. So let's see what happens. Muller's 100% Bayern product, who is 100% justified. Thomas Muller. I'm talking about the FC Bayern campus. Muller didn't even know what the hell a campus was. Muller was probably playing at a little park when Bayern weren't that rich to have a whole university for their academy products or their academy players. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about. And even our academy, even Thomas Muller, Alaba, well, both really developed by Louis van Gaal, because he's obsessed with young players and giving them chances, maybe too much. But Louis van Gaal promoted Alaba and Thomas Muller, and he got them established at a very young age. And I mean, that's what I want to know. Sometimes we always look at our young players like, oh, they're so good, and they're ripping up these 17-year-olds, and we're like, oh my goodness, you're so good. Then when they come to the Bundesliga, they look bang average, and that's because sometimes we overrate them too much. We bought Kouassi, for example. We all thought Lucas Mai would be the next Hummels. I think the kid could be a very good center back, but his level isn't Bayern, clearly, because he's at Darmstadt right now, while Kouassi's here and we bought him from PSG. I think it's a very different thing. I think people have to start really looking at our young players and just understanding that out of a generation of maybe 30, 3 of them will make it at Bayern. I think that's it. Alaba and Muller in their generation. You know how many kids were touted? I mean, I saw a picture 5 years ago when Kimmich joined us. Everyone was like, who's this Kimmich guy? But then the rest of the 4 kids, everyone was like, oh, I hope he has a great future. I know him. Where are those players now? I don't even know their names. Because football is a very quick world. I mean, someone could not make it at Bayern because of maybe their parents don't like the club. I don't know. There's so many different factors to it. Højbjerg, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is Spurs. That's a player that looks decent. I mean, I still don't think he's at that Bayern quality yet. We'll see what he does at Spurs. So yeah, we produce a good player every 10 years. No, we produce a few good players every 10 years. I don't know, world-class players. I mean, we still have players from the academy that sit on the bench, but I mean Thomas Muller level, like Bayern legends, like Franz Beckenbauer. Granted, I mean, he did most of his developing at Hamburg, but when Beckenbauer came to Bayern's academy as a young kid, I think he was 17 or 19. Well, then he wouldn't be young at now. Well, but then at the time, I mean, you hit your peak at like an older age. I mean, we're so blessed that our generation can see an Mbappe. Well, actually, no, never mind. Messi and Ronaldo were ripping the world at such a young age too. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I mean, our players develop a lot quicker these days because of the technology. They get to watch other players. I mean, you don't think Haaland's watching every Lewandowski game with Bayern and analyzing his game, trying to improve himself? I think that's it. Overall, though, that's what I'm trying to get. I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. Read some comments. I mean, that's pretty much all I do. The only reason I'm talking about this is because of a comment. When will Kouassi be back? He is back. Yes, light training, and I'm sure it's just gonna get better. And that's it. That's what we need. We need that type of news. But the bad news is, which I already talked about, is that he's not in the Champions League squad because of the whole youth player thing or the homegrown thing. I don't know. It could be that, but it could also be that Hansi Flick hates him. He wants to sell him. I don't know. But Kouassi, I was watching the training. He's very good in training, man. He's very good. He's very, very, very efficient in training. Germany versus Turkey, 3-3. Yeah, that's always nice to watch Germany lose after absolutely. Well, actually, the only reason I wouldn't. I'm L'Orange, man. Germany have been ruining my heart for a long time. Yeah, their national team. You know, it's ironic because people are like, but you support Bayern. You should support Bayern players. If Bayern players win a World Cup, that's not a trophy for Bayern. So, yeah, I couldn't care if Germany are doing well. I couldn't care less. I mean, Niklas Sule looks like he's a bang average center back because of Joachim Löw's terrorism. And for Germany, that's fine. I don't care. Just don't care. It's boring. L'Orange, I mean, come become a Holland. Well, I support because of Robin, obviously, and Van Persie. They kind of, I really like the Dutch way of playing. That's why I need a Dest here, but we didn't get him. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, it is what it is. Hummels, Kroos, Chan, Højbjerg, some good. Yeah, and you think about that 1, 2, 3, 4 players, and of course, you could look at it in a generation of about 40 or 50 players in their youth ranks. How many UCLs do you think we will win till 2025? I think 5. Yeah, I think we could win it. Hey, I'm saying it as a joke, but if we win the Champions League in 2021 again, hey, Zidane might have to come outside because Hansi Flick's team is already better than Zidane's team. Well, the thing is, if we don't win it, of course everyone's gonna say Bayern were overrated. That's the thing though. That's the thing. I never imagine how Bayern lose a game, but then we'll lose, and sometimes I'm watching us lose, and I'm like, we're actually losing, and that's the thing. I mean, I experienced us losing every other week to Kovac. It wasn't even like we were losing every game with Kovac. We actually were. We won a lot of games, but that was those two, the little 2-1s with a red card to us, red card to the opposition, the 2-1 results, the 1-0s under Kovac, the 3-2s, the 4-goal or the 9-goal thriller Heidenheim put us through. It was those types of games under Kovac that just when you watch them, you're like, why didn't we just lose this so he got sacked earlier? Because I didn't want Kovac at Bayern for a long time. I remember when people used to make fun of me because I was like, this guy's only here, and he's still only here because he used to play for Bayern, so there's that sentimentalism behind him. I don't know. So whenever I think of Bayern, I always think we'll win. And then we lose, and I'm like surprised that we did. But that's normal. That's normal. Like right now, I'm thinking to myself, who the hell can beat Bayern in the Champions League? But then I remember we lost about 2 weeks ago to Hoffenheim. And that could happen. Who did you like more at Bayern? Pep or Ancelotti? People will probably go at me for this, but I'm an Ancelotti obsessed guy. I wanted to buy his book. I'm obsessed with Carlo Ancelotti. I think this guy could win a Champions League smoking his little cigarette. The Carlo. I'm playing James because I'm obsessed with James. This guy loves James Rodriguez. My goodness. he brings James everywhere. He wanted to bring James to Napoli too. Yeah. So, Carlo Ancelotti. Well, Pep achieved more and he was actually more successful. But I enjoyed Carlo. Because Carlo he didn't care. My man's training session. Carlo's funny. Because Carlo Ancelotti, I think he was the one. He said something about Bayern could win the Bundesliga, and Ian Robin said he had the most boring training sessions. That's what I like. I like these because I'd do that if I was a manager. You don't train. I wouldn't do any running training. I wouldn't do all the stamina. If you can play ball, you can play ball. You don't need to run. You don't need to work hard. Carlo isn't that good. Remember what Robin said about him? Yeah, Carlo wasn't that good, but 3 Champions Leagues? Do you think you get that off of not being that good? What is the highest rating a ref has ever gotten on this channel? Is this just turning into a Q&A? You know what? I hate the international break. We might as well just turn this into a Q&A. So Bayern are coming back next week on Thursday. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Next week we finally get Bayern back. I'm tired of these international breaks. And then, of course, guess what? After like a good 15 days of being back, of having Bayern back, we'll have another international break. God damn it. So, yeah, he wasn't included in the CL squad. So, yeah. -10. Well, yeah, that is the highest rating we've ever given a referee. Yeah, but it makes sense because these refs, they're not loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These refs ain't loyal. These refs ain't loyal. Oh, Robert Lewandowski became the Bundesliga player of the season from Transfermarkt. I used to say Transfermarkt because I thought it was like, yeah. Imagine calling me. Couldn't be me. All right, well, I think we're towards the end of the show. Okay, what does everyone think about this? I haven't opened my Xbox in about 5 months. I don't even think it's plugged in. I don't really game anymore. I used to play this 11 game, this manager game. I used to really care. Then I discovered, oh, this isn't real life. Like, I'd wake up sometimes at 5 a.m. to manage my team. It was so crazy. And then I'd lose. I genuinely cared, though. What would you say if I streamed FIFA? Not on this channel. Maybe on Twitch. I don't know how to use Twitch. On YouTube. On the other Raw Skills. The first official BayernNow channel. I made that in 2016. Well, I changed the name back. But yeah, that was the channel I first started uploading Bayern videos on. That's crazy. If I streamed FIFA, would anyone watch? Remember when we no one here knew I used. Well, it's on the channel. We used to stream FIFA for like 3 hours. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Hell no. Wow. Okay. No FIFA. Okay. Xbox. What do you mean? Do a Bayern 2 rebuild. They don't need a rebuild. Me doing a Road to Glory with Bayern or anything to do with Bayern is probably the most senseless thing you could probably ever have me do. Oh, I'm just going to rebuild the champions of Europe. That doesn't make sense. Alright, well, thank you everyone so much for watching. Leave a like. Let me insert an ad. Yeah, I inserted an ad. Play with Dortmund. Mia San Mia in peace. Play with Dortmund. We need content. I don't want to do FIFA, but I kind of want to do it. The energy I used. See, I lost to Barcelona. I can't. That's when I stopped doing it. When I lost to Barcelona. I'm your biggest fan. Well, it's pretty damn hot in here. You better start spinning some more.